What's going down, everybody? It's your boy. That guy Mile High tuning back in for another reaction. This time we got one of them chilling scares videos. This one's 8 most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera footage. These videos be crazy, so strap your boots on. You know what I'm saying? Strap yourself in. Anyways, let's give a big shout out to all the members of the channel real quick and let's jump in this video. Lynn Willow, Carla, Cara, God, I said that wrong 3 times. I feel like I think it was 2, but still too many times. Anyways, Kara, Epic, Driver's Thoughts, Misty Summers, Ryan Parks, Mr. Padford, Sam, Keith, Manley, Jamal, Funny Farm, Happy Chick, Holla Girl, Taylor, Marla, Diesel, Nick, Cravely Insane, Nicole, Aaron, Mama Dukes, Robin Lynn, Amy Jane Doe, Liz, Nugget, My Hood Life, and Gary Willis. Gang, gang, gang. You dig what I'm saying? God, that was like a struggle. Anyways, I love y'all. If y'all want to get a shout out in all the videos, think about hitting that join button. If not, just please subscribe, hit the bell notification, make sure all your notifications are on. It's free 99, so there's no excuses, and I need your help when trying to hit 100K, so please help me. Please help you. You know what I'm saying? Please help your boy out. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Shout out to Chilling Scares. Lego. These videos be wild though. Some of the shit that people get caught.
This clip was captured at 5 in the morning on October 2nd, 2022. In it, 3 men are shown standing in front of this house's front door. They're carrying weapons and wearing masks resembling the ones from the movie The Purge. One of them sees the doorbell camera and immediately puts his hand over it. For a good portion of the video, all you can see is his glove. But for a second, he uncovers the camera, revealing all 3 men up close. They're seen leaned up against the wall and crouching low to the ground, clearly trying to stay out of the view of anyone inside. That's when the homeowner finally wakes up to all the motion-detected notifications on his phone. He pulls up the app, but all he sees is a glove covering the camera. Having not yet seen the earlier footage, he goes on the speaker and tries to identify who's on his front porch.
Hello? 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 Hello?
The men do not respond, so the homeowner called the police. By the time the police arrived, though, the men were gone. Many believe they were trying to lure the homeowner into opening the door so they could rob him. But why then not try to convince him to come to the door when he came on the doorbell speaker? It's more likely they were trying to pick the lock while the camera was being covered.
Yeah, I'm about to say, they definitely didn't have that whole thing thought through as far as like somebody being home. Like their whole thing was they were banking on nobody being home. You know what I'm saying? Like they just wanted to get in and get out. They wanted no problems with nobody, no smoke. You know what I'm saying?
What to do when they got inside is anyone's best guess. This woman had just gotten back from walking her dog. Her doorbell camera shows her starting to take off the dog's leash when she looks over to the right, causing her to quickly pick up her dog and get inside. Immediately, we find out why. A man comes into frame and walks right up to the front door. He tries the handle, but she managed to lock it just in time. The man then starts putting on gloves, and she also mentioned how he was carrying zip ties. He looks into the house and tries the door handle multiple more times within the next few minutes. Eventually, her neighbor comes outside. To this, the man picks up a nearby garden hose and acts like he's doing yard work. Once the neighbor left, the man walks around to the house's back door.
Camera recording.
Bruh, this dude is creepy. He hella had bad intentions. No doubt about it.
He tried forcing the back door open, to which the homeowner locked herself in a room and called the police. In the time it took them to arrive, the man tried breaking in almost every window to the house. He broke off the screen to one of the back windows, but was ultimately unsuccessful at getting inside. By the time police arrived, he had left.
Really?
There wasn't much the police could do by that point. The homeowner ended up posting the video to TikTok in the hopes that
this nigga had enough time to sit there and go through the whole house, take window screens off and shit. Like, I mean, come on, bro. I mean, I'm sure there's not that many windows that he could reach, you know what I'm saying, necessarily on the ground level, but still, like, I mean, he had to have, even if, like, let's just say he took 2 minutes per window. Like, I mean, come on, like, you had 10, 15 minutes. Come on, bro.
Who could
What the
identify
fuck?
the man?
Where y'all at?
As far as I could find, no one could. 10-year-old Graydon Dowland is a kid from Riverton, Utah. It was around 6 p.m. on a night in December. He was alone walking home from basketball practice this night. At some point during his walk, he noticed a 4-door sedan driven by 2 men slowly lurking around behind him. Graydon said he started walking faster when he saw it. Then the car drove up right next to him. The men inside rolled down their windows and told Graydon they had candy in the back seat, trying to entice him inside.
What?
This happened only blocks away from his house. He ignored the men and only started to walk even faster away from them. A few seconds pass, and he makes it to his house's front porch. His family's house had a doorbell camera, and as Graydon approached, you're actually able to see the car in the background. He continues to look over at it as he walks up to the front door. He tries the front door handle, but realizes it was locked. At the exact same time, the car's reverse lights turn on and it starts heading towards him. Graydon yells out and quickly grabs nearby rocks to defend himself. He then runs to his next door neighbor's
bro, that
house.
shit is fucking crazy.
Their door was unlocked, so he let himself in and immediately locked it behind him. The car can then be seen turning around and following him. For the next several minutes, the car lurks around the area waiting for Graydon to come back outside.
Bro.
Police were called and a report was made. Graydon described the men as being in their 30s or 40s with no facial hair. Both Graydon's family and the police have almost no doubt in believing the men were trying to kidnap him that night. This clip shows a mother and her kids
That shit
quickly
would be
packing their
fucking
belongings
terrifying
in
to
response
see.
to an evacuation notice.
As a parent,
It
that would be
happened in
terrifying.
Canyon County, California, around the time a wildfire was raging across the area. In the back of the footage, you can see it.
That is nuts.
Fire and smoke loom over the neighborhood and the hills behind. They pack as fast as they can, but they don't know how much time they have. Eventually, a man runs across the street, warning the family that the fire was coming up.
Everyone evacuate, the fire's coming up!
Damn, you can see that house back there on fire.
They finally leave the neighborhood, evacuated to safety at a nearby hotel. A few days later, the fire around the home died down, and they were able to return and survey the damage. Somehow, their house remained untouched, although the same can't be said for others in the neighborhood.
Damn.
Multiple nearby homes
That
were
shit would
completely
suck.
destroyed by the
You'll lose
fire.
everything. And you'd almost have like survivor's remorse too, like to be one of the houses that had no damage, no issues, no nothing to like have to worry about fixing after that shit. Like it would almost make you feel guilty, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that would suck, especially if you know your neighbors. And
This video was
you're cool
uploaded
with
to
the people
TikTok in
your-
order to
on
warn
your block,
others to be
but-
aware of their surroundings. In the video,
Oh,
the
we've seen
uploader
this. This
was
shit
a
is
mother named
crazy.
JoJo and her son Daniel
They
are
get in
returning
the house
home late
just
at
in
night.
time.
They open the front door and go inside. Once they close the door behind them, a man can be seen in the frame, walking up to the house. He immediately tries opening the
He's
door.
all freaking creepy as shit. Standing there being weird.
Go shower really fast. I need you to go shower. Please, Daniel. Who's that?
JoJo and Daniel engage in an argument, with JoJo telling him to go shower while he says he's too tired. Yet this doesn't drown out the clear sound of someone grabbing the front door handle only seconds
Right.
after JoJo had locked it. She looks outside and sees this man.
Creepy ass dude.
She yells out for him
We've
to
seen
leave.
this one before. His all
The
creepy.
man takes
ass.
one step back, but stays in front of the camera. He doesn't respond, rather just stands there with a blank expression.
Who is that? Get out of here! Get out of here! There's a guy outside. Look.
It's not known where the man came from. It's hard to see
Creepy-ass
with the door
dude.
blocking the view.
He was walking on
Some
the
think he
street.
had been following the two all the way back home, while others believe he was camped out next to the home, specifically waiting for them to return. Either way, what he had planned to do if that door was unlocked is unclear. Jojo called the police, but the man was gone by the time they arrived, so it's likely we'll never be able to know for sure.
That shit's crazy. Every time I see that shit, like shit like that,
In
just
June of
like,
2021, a woman posted a set of Ring camera videos to the internet. She explained how her mother had recently installed 2 Ring cameras around their house. On one of the first few nights of having the cameras, her phone would get spammed with motion-detected notifications. She reviewed them, and this is what she saw.
it's all lurking and shit. Creeping ass dude.
Some man was walking around the outside of the house. Though, something she picked up on almost right away was how easily he was doing it, like as if he already knew the exact layout of the outside of the house.
Right.
She
Maybe
worried
it
this
was-
wasn't his first time. He would walk around looking in different windows, which included hers. Seeing this, she called the cops and reported it. They later showed up, but by that time the guy was gone.
Obviously, like all
There
the
wasn't
other
much they could
times.
do. They basically just told her to keep her blinds, curtains, and windows closed at all times. She rightfully worried he might show up again,
Right.
so she set up a trap of sorts outside her window. She strung a piece of rope between 2 trees, hoping the man wouldn't see it and would trip over it, making a lot of noise, alerting her of his presence. Disturbingly, exactly a week later at 2 a.m., she would hear someone trip over the rope. Immediately, she pulled out her phone and opened the live camera feed. Standing directly outside of her window looking in was the same man from before.
Oh, he's a Peeping Tom. He's a weird Peeping Tom ass motherfucker, bro.
After she saw this footage, she went up to her mother's room and told her about the man. The two of them went back to the window, opened the curtains, and started banging on the glass to scare the man off. They called the police, but once again, when they arrived, the man was gone.
Of course, well, you just scared him off.
The woman and her mother ended up moving to a new house. They never heard anything more from police, leaving them to believe that he was never caught.
That'd be creepy as shit.
This doorbell footage shows the sudden explosion of a home in Arlington, Texas. It was 2 a.m. on January 1st, 2022, when a few houses down, the giant explosion goes off.
Oh, shit. Whoa. Hopefully nobody was in there. God damn.
The explosion was reported to have been caused by a gas appliance that wasn't fully shut off. Fortunately, no one was in the home when it happened. In fact, there were no injuries resulting from the incident.
Well, that's
However,
good.
the damage was
Golly.
extensive. Not only did the house suffer major structural damage, but flying debris hit nearby buildings as well. Residents in the apartments across the street reported blown-out windows from the explosion.
Damn.
Parked vehicles also were damaged.
Yeah.
The
I
authorities
imagine
received
there's a lot
multiple
of shit.
calls immediately after the explosion went off.
That shit
This
would
video
be
was uploaded
scary
to
as
TikTok
shit,
in
bro.
September of 2022. The uploader said it was about 3 a.m. when his doorbell camera captured a man walking across the street. He walks directly towards the house's front porch and eventually right up to the camera, at which point you can see the man is wearing some kind of mask with a drawn-on mustache.
Whoa.
the homeowner eventually woke up from all the notifications on his phone. He sees the man looking inside through his windows and trying to open his door. To this, he immediately threw on some clothes and went outside to confront the man.
What a fucking golf club. Come on, bro.
When he didn't find him, he opted to call the police and send in a report. Likely nothing came of this. The uploader never gave an update, but considering the man was wearing a mask, he probably won't ever be identified.
He came out with a robe and a golf club. He was ready. He was ready for all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? He was ready to Happy Gilmore, buddy. All right. Anyways, y'all let me know what you thought about that down in the comments below. That's man, them doorbells be coming in clutch for real. You know what I'm saying? Because they be catching people doing some crazy shit. They don't always, I guess, in none of these ones, it don't really seem like they don't ever translate into much. But you know, it's nice to have the security and being able to, you know, potentially, you know, get the nice little warning before somebody does some F shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, crazy. Anyways, y'all let me know what you thought about that in the comments below. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.